2018 is here, and incredibly enough, the Earth's core hasn't melted down yet as of this taping. Somehow, humanity has managed to survive several extinction-level events over the past couple weeks, including, but not limited to, the Republican tax bill passing, net neutrality being repealed, Russian bots trolling Twitter, and of course, late-night Trump tweets. While it's pretty clear that the endless hysteria about the return of the Nazis, the hyperbole describing the end of the world, and the general lunacy of our collective social media hive mind is going to continue into 2018 and beyond, I want to take a quick look back and make a prediction for the year to come. In my first direct message of 2017, I had said that if 2016 was the year of fake outrage, then 2017 would be the year of misguided anger. Though I'm not Nostradamus, I think my prediction came out looking pretty damn good. My prediction was based on a couple trends, but primarily that if you spent all of 2016 saying that Trump was Hitler, and he turned out not to be Hitler, that you would have painted yourself into an intellectual corner which could only come out in misguided anger. Once you've labeled someone as Hitler, you really can't walk your statement back by acknowledging that they might occasionally do something good. This line of thinking was a trap that the left set for itself, and is one of the reasons I spent so much time in 2016 trying to reform the left. The endless name-calling and virtue signaling was obviously going to lead to more misguided anger if the prophecy of Trump as Hitler didn't actually come true. After all, you can never give a Hitler figure credit if he does something good, so you just have to endlessly double down and slide further and further to the extreme. You may hate Trump's appointees, the Republican tax plan, and more, but you do have to face that Hitler he is not. To continue this line of thinking is to dishonor the millions of people who died at the hands of a fanatical madman. The misguided anger which Trump's election brought didn't just affect politicians and pundits, but ordinary people too. Every day I get dozens of emails from regular folks who are losing friends, who are ostracized by their family members, or most dangerously, just afraid to say what they think because it may fall outside the accepted narrative. News organizations from BuzzFeed to Huffington Post to CNN and sadly to even the New York Times have exposed themselves as places of leftist activism more than places of honest and unbiased journalism. While the 2016 election should have brought some introspection among this class, it instead brought a doubling down of attacking anyone who steps outside of the accepted norms. This dishonesty and desire to control what you think is exactly what led to the rise of the trolls, the meme makers, and those pesky frogs. Okay, on to 2018. While there clearly will be no course correction by those who trade in identity politics and collectivism, I see many signs that their movement is beginning to lose steam. Of course, if you were tracking this all along, you knew this was the inevitability of the oppression Olympics. If you believe victimhood to be virtue, then you must always be a bigger victim than the person next to you. This is the fatal flaw of intersectionality. Together you aren't stronger, you are actually weaker because of your competing interests. This is why leftism, collectivism, socialism, or whatever you want to call it, has always led to more authoritarian control and more dead bodies in the name of tolerance. It's a snake that eats its tail, and right now, if you look close enough, that snake is about halfway through with lunch. While the snake eats itself, those of us who are woke, as the kids say, are going to find allies every which way we look. Right before Christmas, I spoke at the largest gathering of conservative college students ever at Turning Point USA's annual conference in Palm Springs. Many former Rubin Report guests were there, including Ben Shapiro, Dennis Prager, and Greg Gutfeld. During my speech, I talked about being for gay marriage, for a woman's right to choose, and a slew of other so-called liberal ideas. The speech wasn't just warmly received, I actually got a standing ovation for talking about our differences and how we can find common ground. I'd be happy to do the exact same speech for a progressive organization, but I won't hold my breath waiting for the invitation. While one side preaches tolerance but doesn't actually practice it, I think 2018 is finally going to be the year that this script gets torn up and rewritten. If you truly stand for the individual and believe that we should live in a free society where our differences should be relished and not relinquished, then you will find people to connect with in every direction. Just look at some of the diverse voices who we had on this very show who caught fire in 2017, like Jordan Peterson, Brett Weinstein, Lindsay Shepard, Lacey Green, Colin Moriarty, and Yasmin Mohammed. These people came from all across the physical map as well as the ideological map, yet have found common cause in fighting for their ability to say and think what they believe. So if 2016 was the year of fake outrage and 2017 was the year of misguided anger, I believe that 2018 will be the year of unusual alliances. If you make the decision in your mind to be for the only diversity that matters, the diversity of thought, you will quickly find it easy to find friends where you once found enemies. And as has happened to me on more than one occasion, sometimes in this very studio, you might just change your mind instead of changing someone else's. It can be humbling and even scary when that happens, but that's the risk of real diversity, and I think it's one well worth taking. My challenge to you is to do something this year. Don't just talk about it, do it. Whatever that is to you. Start fighting for your beliefs in the real world, not just by using hashtags on Twitter. Even if you disagree with me on every single issue out there, get out there and fight for whatever it is you believe. Obviously, don't use violence or your right to free speech to infringe on someone else's right to free speech, but stand up for the ideas that you care about. The old system of politics, media, Hollywood, and even sports are crumbling right before our eyes, and it's up to us to decide what will come next. I believe that we have a chance to build on the ideas of classical liberalism, of libertarianism, of individualism, and of personal freedom instead of authoritarianism, socialism, leftism, and more authoritarian control. I will fight for these ideas like never before in 2018, and I hope that you will join me, whatever that means to you.